Wesley from ACONNECTIONTV, the network, rated HNW, haters not wanted, ha 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 ha, isn't that cute? Anyways, I am here to review The Voice and America's Best Dance Crew. I will never say never, not what I will fight. And American Idol. Oh, but yeah. So starting off with The Voice. Now, The Voice is like the newest, bestest, freaking singing competition out there right now on TV. It comes on Tuesdays, and you guys need to tune into The Voice. Now, if you don't know about The Voice, why is it different? Why is it so unique? Because The Voice, basically, there's 4 judges. Okay, Christina Aguilera, Blake Shelton, CeeLo Green, and Adam Levine. And those 4 judges picked a group. Each picked their own group of 8 potential voices. And the whole premise of the competition was for them, they could not see you as, you know, they couldn't see the singer as they were singing. They had their chairs turned around, and they only heard the person's voice. And if they liked the voice, they would click a button, turn around to see what the person looks like, and then they would have to compete with the other judge if the other judge turned around to see what the person looked like. So at this point, each artist has their group. Okay, all right. And now we're into the battle rounds. Battle round 1, baby. And I'm thinking about this. I'm like, all right, battle rounds. Like, it's kind of weird that they gotta pick their own people to battle against. I think it would have been a different twist if each judge had to pick who had to battle in that other judge's team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been cool if Adam had to pick Christina's battle round as opposed to Christina's picking her own battle round. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But anyways, it's hot nonetheless. It's great. New concept. Never seen it before. So Frenchie Davis and Terin Ramsey are picked by Christina Aguilera to battle it out in the first round for her team. And I'm like, why did she do this? Well, obviously no one can sing at the level of Frenchie Davis other than Terin Ramsey, and vice versa. So you couldn't really match up anybody else in Christina's team with those 2 powerhouse singers. So I kind of get it, but I was a little annoyed because I liked both of them. So anyways, I mean, there's nothing we could do about it. So the 2 of them have to sing. And Christina makes them sing Single Ladies, which in the beginning I really wasn't understanding either, because I'm like, why? Single Ladies, there's no vocal talent to that song. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just singing, like talking. All the single ladies, oh. Until she gets into the bar. Treat me like the queen of the world. I'm not that guy. You know, I don't know the words, but anyways, I love Beyonce, so anyways. But I just was like, what? But then at the end it makes sense because, you know, that's the challenge. To sing a song that you're normally not used to singing, and you don't have to belt out every freaking note, because they're belters. They're singers. So, you know, it was interesting to watch, like, the preparation for this particular battle, because Frenchie and Terin were talking about, you know, how they battle, and Terin was speaking to Christina, and she was like, you know, well, I'm not gonna let Frenchie know all my, you know, my abilities while I'm doing rehearsals. You know, I'm just gonna pull back a little bit until the actual performance, and then I'm gonna let loose. You know what I'm saying? You can't let the competition know what it is that you have to bring to the table. And I was just like, okay, Terin. And Frenchie, on the other hand, was like, she knew what Terin was trying to do, but Frenchie was like, you can't worry about anybody else, you just gotta focus on yourself. And she was like, she thought that Terin Ramsey would have an advantage because Miss Frenchie is all about tone, pitch, and giving face. Now, when she said that, I was like, yeah! You know what I'm saying? I love Frenchie and I love Terin Ramsey. I don't know if you guys heard any of their music, but Terin Ramsey is an awesome singer. Like, those high-pitched notes that she hits. Mariah Carey who? Like, awesome. But, you know, this performance that they had between the 2 of them singing the Single Ladies, when they first started out, I was like, all right, I'm grooving, getting it in. Terin hit it first, and I'm like, all right, Why is she reaching? She's reaching. And I hate when singers reach. And what I mean by reaching is she's reaching for something and she's not quite grabbing it, like she got to get a step stool to grab up to give her the extra height to get it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Just, you know, reach on your level. Don't reach above your head, because it's not, you know what I'm saying? The step ladder was not there for you to, you know what I'm saying? Then Frenchie comes out and she's right off the bat. She got that pitch, she got that tone, and she's giving face. You know what I'm saying? Because she's performing the song and she's enjoying the song. And it's weird because, like, not weird, but I would think that it would be awkward to go into a competition like already having the tension that they had. Like during rehearsals, it was just like Terin was like, oh no, I'm gonna win this competition and it's all a battle for me. And Frenchie was just like, you know, I do wanna win, but I just wanna have fun. And I think that came across vividly in both their performances, because Terin was like, woo! And Christina hit her face like, whoa, what was that? You know what I'm saying? It sounded cute, but it just wasn't what it needed to be, Terin. And then Frenchie was like, all right, I'm going to capitalize off that fuck up she just had. And you know, at the end, Frenchie won. And I was so happy that Frenchie won, because I didn't like the attitude that Terin Ramsey was given towards the end of the performance. And when Frenchie's name was called, Terin had like this surprised look on her face and she just walked off like, all right, fuck y'all. It was crazy. Like, there was no need for any of that. Anyways, Blake picked Patrick versus Tyler, and they both had to sing Burning Love. Now, Patrick and Tyler, that was a great matchup because they're both pretty cool looking dudes, and like their voices aren't the same, but like one's a belter and one's just a flat singer. But it was interesting to see the pair up. Patrick went hard on this freaking song, and Tyler was doing his thing, but I feel that Patrick's personality just was all on stage. Like, he was just going from here to here and from here to here. I think the part where they were trying to step in front of each other and sing their little part was cool. But, you know, for this particular performance, I really thought Patrick stole it from me. Everybody was so pro Tyler, and the guy can sing, but I just didn't. Between the two of them, I thought Patrick was the best, and Blake ended up picking Patrick. So, you know, Patrick won. Okay? Now, Adam Levine's crew had to sing Heather and Lace, and he pinned Tim Mahoney with Casey. Now, I was like, what? I was like, why? I was like, how come? It really wasn't making any sense to me why Adam paired the two of them up together. But what I will say is that Tim Mahoney and Casey gave a grandeur duo performance, and Casey was beautiful. When she stepped out on stage, she looked like she belonged up there. Like, her hair was done, the body was amazing, the dress fitted her so nice, and then Tim comes out like a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was already a fan favorite with Casey being there. Casey sang beautifully, and Tim Mahoney was cool. But Casey sang beautifully, and for me, right off the bat, I felt that she won when she walked out on stage and looked the way that she did. Although it is called The Voice, man, at this point, we're getting to see what they look like, and right off the bat, Casey won. After the singing happened, Casey still won. So, you know, Adam, for me, picked the right person to win the competition between the two of them. They both sang well, but Casey really sang her heart out, and it sounded better. So, Casey did a hell of a job. Now, CeeLo picked Nikki and Vicki, okay, to sing Perfect. Now, this two was the best duo by far, and, you know, obviously a lot of the judges felt that way because, you know, Blake stood up, gave a standing ovation, Adam was standing, Monica was standing and singing. Now, CeeLo had Monica as a guest judge to help him, you know, coach these two girls, and it was very, very interesting to see Nikki start off. Her voice is magical, but when Vicki came in, her control was just definitely there. Like, Nikki was doing a lot of screaming and belting, and at points it really sounded like she was reaching, and she needed that step stool. Not to say that it sounded terrible, but she was just reaching. You can definitely hear that she was reaching. Vicki definitely had control, but she had an intense control. And I understood what CeeLo was saying, because CeeLo was like, you know, Nikki, you're like my little sister, I love you. But Vicki is just like, you have this thing that's in my, like, gut-wrenching feeling in my heart, and you know, my glasses are hiding my eyes, and so forth and so on. And Vicki ended up winning the competition between her and Nikki, and it was kind of like all because, like I said, both of them were the best duo. But when Nikki walked off stage, she CeeLo called her back and was like, Nikki, and she came back and she was crying. It was cool that CeeLo asked. Like, it was cool that CeeLo said, you know, don't worry about it. Call me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry. And it was, like, heartfelt and it was nice. You know what I'm saying? I think that if Terin and Ramsey would have had that kind of energy and emotion toward the competition like Nikki and Vicki did, she probably would have won. And if she wasn't reaching, she probably would have won. But, you know, I'm so freaking stoked that, you know, Frenchie Davis won because she's awesome. And she seems like she's so, like, in it to win it, and like her maturity level is so high and she's so humble about it. Like, that's what's so awesome with her. The other people, Vicki, I love Vicki. I think that she's gonna go really, really far. I think she's gonna be a fan favorite, and I'm just ready for the rest of the battle rounds. Now, on to freaking America's Best Dance Crew. Now, this, okay, by far is the best dancing show, I feel. For me, my personal opinion, you know what I'm saying? And I freaking love this particular episode, the Bieber episode. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. But, man, when I tell you, it was off the freaking chain. Now, Iconic Boys went first, okay? And Iconic Boys had to incorporate some kind of basketball theme in their routine, and their song was Baby by Justin Bieber. Now, for me, I thought Iconic Boys did hot. Like, last week they were freaking awesome, and this week they were freaking awesome. Like, they're getting better and better and better. It's easier for me to watch them now, even though they're like 5 years old. Like, it's so easy for me to watch them because they're freaking talented, and like, they're doing everything that the other crews are doing, like with stunts and ISOs and tutting and like a varied different variations of choreography in their routines now, and it's so awesome to watch. Like, I freaking love it. But you know, JC for some reason didn't like it, and it was funny how Dietrich called JC out and was like, don't be a freaking, you know, retard or whatever. How JC called him out the last time and was like, you know, you're being a coke addict or crack addict because, you know, blah, 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 blah. But now JC had negative tension toward Iconic Boys, and Dietrich had the opportunity to come back at JC. So I feel it was hot. It was funny. It was cool. Iconic Boys definitely did the damn thing, and they got an A+ from me. Like, it was hot. It was hot. Now, I Am Me. They had to do Somebody to Love, and they had to do like the Usher glide or whatever. Now, for me, it's like, I can't, for the life of me, freaking understand how they're able to do this brain banging thing. The beginning brain banging sequence that they had was incredible, infamous, insane, manic. Like, it was so crazy to watch. I'm like, how the hell are they freaking doing this on beat, in unison, in sync, like, at so different, like, there's so many different intricate points in their brain banging. It's like insane to freaking watch, and I get ecstatic like watching it because I'm like, how are they able to put this together? Like, visually, when it comes across on camera, it's an amazing thing to watch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just an amazing thing to watch. And they really tore it up. They glided all across the stage doing the Usher glide. They were on so many different levels. They had so many different tricks. And like, the choreography was flawless. Like, their pairing between each other was hot. And it was just an awesome performance. Like, y'all really have to watch I Am Me at I Am Me Crew on Twitter, and they're awesome. Everybody loved them, and I love them too. They're definitely top 3 tonight, definitely. Okay, moving on to Funk Crew. Now, Funk Crew, Cassandra had to like, basically, Bieber wanted them to do stepping, and Cassandra, she's been a captain with her sister doing stepping for a long time, so she had to like be the front runner, the captain for Funk Crew, you know, last night with the stepping, and she did the damn thing. Like, to teach somebody stepping And like, I think they only have a week span to do it, but to teach somebody stepping in a week to do a routine, it's possible, because the stepping part, they didn't really do too much in that aspect, but it is definitely possible. I myself had to choreograph a routine. Well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to choreograph a routine. It was guys versus girls, 3 guys versus 3 girls, 6 of us together. I had to do the choreography for the whole thing. For those of you that be watching me like, how the fuck does he have an opinion about dance? Like, he's no freaking dancer, blah, 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 blah. The stuff that y'all see me do on my videos, I just do it for fun. Like, I be unrhythmic for a reason. Like, I just do it for fun. But like, when it really comes down to doing choreography and creating a routine, like, I can definitely do that. And in my last routine, I incorporated step, and it was hard hitting. You know what I'm saying? It was boys versus girls, and the boys won. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have the ability to critique America's Best Dance Crew because I dance. For those of you that didn't know that, yeah. And I don't know if I still have the video up, but I had the video up at one point. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So they were taught the stepping, and they did an awesome job. So to Cassandra, great. Bebo. This dude is by far the best b-boy trickster I've seen on America's Best Dance Crew solo. I'm talking about solo because the stuff that he's done since this season has started has been unmatched by anybody else on America's Best Dance Crew. I've yet to see anybody do a jumping handstand and land. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is freaking insane. So like, Funk Crew has a one-up with this guy because he is just amazing. And everybody has the ability to do tricks and stunts with Funk Crew, and like I said, the choreography is so eclectic and so diverse that they're an actual dance crew, and I love Funk Phenomenon. They were awesome. Top 3. Now we go to Instant Noodles, who along with Street Kingdom are in the bottom 2. Instant Noodles had to incorporate chairs in the routine, and they had to dance to the song Runaway Love. Now, words really can't describe how I felt about the performance, because their performance was insane. Like, it was really, really good. You know what I'm saying? They were like all over the place with the chairs, like up and down, jumping over, hopping over, through the chairs, up in the air, did tricks, did b-boy style, did all types of stuff. There were moments though in their routine where it was like they weren't completely in sync. Like, they weren't tight with the chairs. Like, it was a little sloppy. You know, and I don't know if anybody caught that, but I caught it. I watched America's Best Dance Crew like 5 times, so I freaking caught it. So I understand why, when pinned up against Street Kingdom in their freaking performance, they kind of lost. But, you know, nonetheless, the ending to Instant Noodles, where they had the chairs on their ankles and they flung it around and it spelled out Bieber, climactic. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Now we get to freaking Street Kingdom, who basically ripped the heads off of Instant Noodles in this. Oh my God. It was so freaking insane to watch. And like, it felt like the first time I saw Street Kingdom on America's Best Dance Crew last night. I got chills watching them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're definitely an underground crew, and I really wanted Street Kingdom to be successful. In the last 3 weeks, they really aggravated the fuck out of me, because I'm like, y'all have it in you to like murder the stage, and I like really want y'all to be successful. Y'all have to incorporate straight choreography, not minus the crump, but straight choreography with the crump. Like, y'all have to incorporate it flawlessly. And this particular time, last night, they freaking did that, and I lost my mind watching them, because I was so freaking excited. From the beginning to the hand trick with the heads going up on the hats, like the jerking thing, and then when they came back and they quickly went into unison with the choreography, oh my God. Freaking insane. Insane. I loved it. All right. Now, I have to shout them out individually, because Street Kingdoms, like, I'm so excited. Like, I just watched it like 5 times before I did this review, just to be like, have it fresh in my mind, and damn near my eyes got watery, because when you watch something and you feel it, you know what I'm saying, and you like the music, Never Say Never, their challenge was to incorporate martial arts. Okay, but I'm watching this, and every freaking cat, pow. I will never say never. Like, the beat, they were moving to every freaking hit hard beat to the song. And like, the choreography was so together and so matched and so in sync that it was just amazing to freaking watch. Melissa, chick, I had to watch you. Like, I was watching you. Like, the fourth time that I watched it, I had to watch you because you hit hard with your choreography. Like, you had everything like pat, 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 ta, ta, and it was just, I was so excited. It was so hot to freaking watch Melissa in the midst of all these dudes like really bring it hard and hit it hard. And then like pick it up. And that part was insane. Okay. All right. I like the fact that the choreography was together in a lot of moments in this routine. Then they would split up and do different sets as crews, and then they would come up, and then like the line in the middle where their heads came up and the dude jumped in the air, and then at the one point it was like 6 guys versus 4 on this side, and they did this and shot at the opposing side. That whole thing was hot. It was hot. And then I want to say it's Mark or Joseph. I don't know which one it was in the front, but when they came, they all piled up behind them. And it was, I want to say it was Mark. I don't know if it was Mark or Joseph, but y'all can correct me. But the dude got in the middle, and there was a fighting between the 2 guys. I don't know who the black guy was. I don't know if it was James, Joel. I don't know who it was, but it was 2 of them fighting. And they did, Mark or whoever did this move where he missed and went to fall, and then like his leg came up and the other dude hit the leg to the beat, and the dude just came up to the beat, and then they was fighting, and then the guy put his hand below. Like, I can't say enough. I can't say enough about Street Kingdom's performance because it was so heartfelt. It was so hard. It was so together. They had stunts. They incorporated the crumping like it was just hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get no better than that performance. Like, you cannot get no better than that performance. And Little Mama said it best when it was like, one word could describe them, and that's growth. Like, it was so nice to see them do so well. Like, it was, and they did not have any hiccups. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end, I know who it was. Who was it? Was it Randall? I think it was Randall. Yeah, Randall. Randall had like the hat thing, and he did the thing with whatever, and then like the dude took the hat from behind him, hit him in the balls, and then did the roundhouse kick, and then said like that, and then he had the instant noodles thing, like he was throwing up. That was a freaking battle, man. That was a battle, and I can't say enough. I'm ranting and raving about Street Kingdoms, and they are my favorite crew because I have an emotional connection to them. I have an adopted connection to them, but for the past 3 weeks, I haven't been really caring too much about Street Kingdom because they've been letting me down. So it's not like I'm on here and I'm biased or anything like that, because if they suck, they freaking suck. But they did not suck last night, and they showed America what they're worth, and they're worth a whole hell of a lot. And I'm so happy that the judges picked them because they deserve to be picked. There was no flaws in the routine. Instant Noodles had a couple flaws, actually. So for those of you that are mad that Street Kingdom won, go rewind tape and watch the Freaker over again to see why they won. They had heart. They had unity, they had stunts, they had choreography, and was hitting it hard to every freaking beat. That, I'm telling you, that section, pick it up. All right, anyways. All right, I'm going. Street Kingdom, number 1. I Am Me, number 2. Funk Crew, number 3. Those are my top 3 picks for America's Best Dance Crew. These need to be the final 3 crews in the lineup. So help me God. I swear it would be an amazing battle. If Street Kingdom stays on the level that they're at right now, it will be awesome. Iconic Boys are cool, but I mean, they're boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to make America's Best Dance Crew Kid Challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect, but they're awesome, and I give them their props, but they do not. If they are like the America's Best Dance Crew, like, really? But anyways, Street Kingdom, I Am Me, and Funk Crew need to be the top 3, period. I'm Wesley from A Connection TV, the network. Check out all of the things that I have going on this particular channel. And visit A Connection TV too, where it's all about music. And there'll be some new uploads to that particular channel too. That's a free-hearted, spirited channel as well. And thank you guys for subscribing. At this point, I have like 230-something subscribers in like a day and a half. So I really respect you guys for definitely supporting me and visiting that channel and liking the channel. So far so good. Yeah, new things coming your way. Yeah, America's the best dance crew. Oh, American Idol. Yeah. So we're down to 3. It's cool. Subscribe to my channel and love your boy. Share. Like this. Put up the likes, people. Put up the likes. And yeah, love y'all. Later. Bye.